Do you understand it? That's his personality. Because my guide said you're in it with him, in it for it with him. Do you understand? Good, wonderful. Is this your first time doing this? Okay. Because he just said it's my mom's first time and she's excited. But he makes me feel like he's the one that's coming. Do you understand? You knew him as well? I'm just asking. Because I have somebody else standing right here, lining up. So I'm just going to leave it. And it could just be because I'm reconnecting to your loved ones, and that's okay.
No, nothing to do with that. There's another one.
Oh, that's why. That's why I said. Okay, good. That makes sense. Because they make me feel like I need to join you in on this. So I don't know if someone else is going to step in, but I feel like he's the main person that I'm coming here for. Okay? Keep getting the words, I suffered too long. And it's somebody in the older generation standing behind him. It's not him. I'm trying to figure out who it is. And who's the maternal energy for you, honey? I keep getting, I suffered too long. Do you understand it? She keeps saying to me, I'm here with him, I'm here with him. These words are coming from her first. Do you understand? Good. She's saying to me, as soon as I said that, you knew that it was her. Okay? Okay. What do you wear in the remembrance? What's with the necklace? Okay. I kept hearing, touch your necklace, touch your necklace. See my cross on my necklace? Touch your necklace. That's what he kept saying to me. Do you understand it? You wear that in honor of him and you have a small cross like I do. It's just different. She says your cross is different, but she has one just, okay, because he's saying to me, and it's okay that you said his name and got excited, because he probably would have introduced himself to me and that's fine, okay? But he keeps saying to me that you wear it in honor of him. Do you understand? Okay. He recognizes the gunshot of the suicide. All right, I'm going to leave that for a minute. By gunshot? Okay, hold on just a minute. How did his friend take his life? This is him. It belongs over here. His friend just committed suicide by gunshot. As I'm hearing the gunshot go off, okay? So, oh yeah, this is going to be interesting. This just happened within the last year, because I keep being told it hasn't been long at all. That's how I know it's just a couple months. Do you understand it? A year or less, because they'll make me feel if it's recent. As recent passing will come through 3 and under, and then if it's really recent, it's a year or less, and sometimes they'll say months to me, and that's okay. Hold on just one moment. He's not crossed over. This is what's going to happen. Not your son, the friend. Okay? So what's going to happen with this is, I only communicate with people that are with God. One occasion, they will bring me someone who couldn't find God's white light. And a lot of things can affect that. It can be affected by their faith. They didn't see the light to go into. There's a lot of different things. My guy keeps saying to me, the young boy that just took his life, or I'm hearing the gunshot go off, didn't cross over. So I'm going to cross him right now. I'm going to ask him if he's ready. Okay. And I'm going to help him. Because I want him to be at peace. And he keeps saying to me, the depression got the best of him. He said, depression got the best of me. I have your son right here. Your son is sitting right here. And I can see tears running down his face. And he keeps saying, he keeps saying to me, please help my friend. Okay. Okay. This is going to take just a minute because there's a certain angel that I call in to do this. They're saying to me, this might be where we end today because this is going to take up so much energy, but it's important for the soul to help cross over. Okay. even though I know you're going to have a chance to talk to your son. Okay, I'm asking him to step in. I have all my guides protecting me, because when someone steps in like this, there's certain ways I'll feel because they're not in God's way light. So it takes a toll on my system as well, okay? Okay. I'm asking him if he's ready. And all he keeps saying is, please help me. I said, okay. I heard the gunshot, and I feel like it goes like this. Travels right across the head. Do you understand it? Okay. He's saying to me he's responsible, he did it on purpose, and that he couldn't handle the depressed state anymore. And that it was just too much for him. All right, I'm getting a headache. My guides, I'm starting to feel nauseous from him. My guide said we have to get him across quickly because we have to break you from his energy. Okay. He's making me really dizzy. Okay, good. The angel that I use is here. He's walking to the angel. I'm asking him if he's ready. He's saying yes. Your son's standing here going, thank you, thank you, thank you, to me. Okay? I just told him to go with the angel. He said he was ready. And my guide said they're taking him now. So they're taking him into the white light. So I'm just going to wait to break my connection. Because that just made me sick to my stomach. Part of it that had to do with his belief in God. Because there wasn't really a strong belief in God. Do you understand that? That's why I got sick to my stomach. Okay? But he knows that he has to have peace. So now he'll cross to the other side. There will be the forgiveness through Jesus. And then he'll be able to cross to the other side if he allows that to happen. Because they'll take him so far. And then he has to free willingly choose to do it. But he free willingly chose to walk, which is wonderful. So they're saying to me he'll choose to cross over. And that he just made his choice. And that his soul is going to be free now. And that he'll be happy. So I feel like that had to happen so you can pass that information to the family, because they're saying to me, this happened so recently, the family is so devastated over this, they can't even collect themselves right now. I've never had anyone describe it like that. They're saying to me they can't even collect themselves right now. Your son just said to me, Mom, you know that I love you. I know that you wanted to hear from me. That's why I had to do this, because I needed you to know that I know about it. But today had to be about him too, because I had to help him. I had to help him. Huh? Do you understand? Good. Okay. He's giving me his name now. It's okay that you already said it, but he's introducing himself to me. So that's okay. He just said, I'm so proud to be here right now. It makes me really happy to talk to her and say hi. And I'm happy somebody could actually help him. Because he's saying to me, he's watched him since this happened. So that's how I know he passed before. Do you understand it? So it's his way of giving that he preceded him, and that he's watched the struggle that he's had because he couldn't, Besides mediums communicating with loved ones and passing information from the other side, part of our responsibility is helping lost souls as well. Okay? So I've crossed well over 500 people. Because the past couple months, I've just been bombarded. And sometimes I'll cross like big groups where my guides will bring me like 100 people all at once, and I'll just cross everybody together. So every once in a while when I do a group setting, I'll get a crossover, but not always. So that actually caught me off guard, because that's not something I expected at all tonight. But I know exactly why I was pulled over here. Okay? They're saying to me I have a few more minutes. I'm going to try to see if I can get anything from him, and I'm hoping I'll have a chance for at least one more person. Okay? So I'm going to leave it for just one moment. All right, he's stepping in. All right, I'm going to ask your son everything he wants to say. Do you understand what he's saying to me? Tell my mom, thank you for understanding about me. Do you understand that? And they're showing me the wall, so I know it's personal, so as long as you understand it. Okay? I didn't always make the best decisions, but I tried to do the right thing. Do you understand? Okay. Sometimes it's just too late. Do you understand why I'm saying that? Okay. Do you feel like he gave you a hard time? Okay. He just keeps saying, yeah, that's how I feel. I feel like it's like a joke. Do you understand it? Okay, good. Do you understand all the sentences I just said to you about why he said those? So, okay. Because he makes me feel like it's about the action just before the passing, and that's why I'm asking. I felt like it was a statement before the passing actually happened. Do you understand? Good. Because it's his way of taking this partial responsibility as to what happened just before the passing. Okay, good. Because when I was over here, I think they already validated the passing. Do you understand it? Okay, so now it's his words leading up to that, him introducing himself to me, and then helping this friend as well, and then he's already validated the necklace. So I'm going to see everything I can get out of him before they say to me that his energy has to go. Okay, so as long as he can hold his energy, I'm glad to talk to him. Do you understand why he's saying to me I was young and sometimes I only cared about having fun? So just his acknowledgement that his focus was elsewhere. Do you understand it? Meaning that he wished he maybe would have been a little more focused on something else. Do you understand? Okay. Were you hoping for him to talk about the necklace? Because he said, she hoped for me to talk about that. That's why I had to make you touch my necklace. Because she wanted me to talk about that she was wearing it. So that way, he says, not only did you want it for a validation, but you thought by wearing it, it would make his connection stronger with you today. Do you understand it? Perfect, because that's what he just said. She put that on purpose because she felt like she would have a stronger connection with me. Do you understand? Wonderful. Okay. He keeps saying to me, it happened quickly. It happened quickly. And she always wondered what I went through. Do you understand it? He just said to me, Mom, I don't want you to think about that because I see that that's on your mind sometimes, and I see you worry about how I suffered. And it's hard for me to watch you worry about that. It's his way of saying to you, honey, that he doesn't want you to concentrate on what he could have suffered through and what he would have went through. Do you understand? I just want her to remember me the way I was. And he says you do your best and you try, but you always worry about feeling like you weren't there in that moment for him. Do you understand it? And that you worry about the way that he suffered. And he keeps saying to me, I don't want her to feel that way anymore. Do you still have your mind on that a little bit? Because he makes me feel like, yeah, he just makes me feel like it's worry that he wishes that he could help you with. That's all it is, okay? For what? Are you talking to me?
You do.
Oh,
Alcohol.
for what?
Alcohol in the coffee.
Oh, it's okay. I'm just trying to listen to him. It's fine. You're not just. It's because I'm connected to them. So like I have all this warmth around me. Any other time, my hands are freezing. I'm asking him what he wants to say, and he just keeps passing nothing but loving energy. So that's where part of that warmth is coming from, okay? I can see the peaceful rings in front of his chest. I'm asking him what else he wants to give for validation, because my guy's saying to me I just have another minute or so with him. Did you tell him he had to show up? Because he, listen, hey, I'm just telling you what he's repeating to me, because he's saying to me, she kept telling me I better come.
And then you said, you better get here. And then he didn't.
He's laughing. He's laughing. He's laughing, and that's okay. He's just saying to me that he comes to visit whenever he can, and that he tries to do his best to make you aware of him. Do you understand it? And you felt him around you before? Yeah. Because he's saying to me, she feels me around her, but not a lot, and she wishes it was more. Do you understand it? But I'm also being told sometimes he's there and you don't realize it, and that's okay. Because sometimes we can get so caught up in just our daily lives or the process of the grief that our loved ones will come to visit us, and we might not always pay attention when they're there. But he's saying to me, he knows that you felt him before. Okay? That's how I know that you know that he's visited, and also that that connection has been made. But he's saying to me there's sometimes that he's there and you're just unaware. And this is what I try to tell people. Even if your loved one crosses your mind and you're thinking of them in that moment, most of the time it's because they're standing right beside you. So sometimes when you're thinking of them, but you're like, oh, I don't feel them, doesn't mean that they're not there. Or it doesn't mean you're not making that connection from the other side and they're sending you love from the other side, or they're right beside you. That's that type of connection I feel I want to talk about. Do you understand it? Because he can cross your mind a couple times a day. And there might be some of those moments that he's there with you, or he's just trying to make the connection with you from the other side, because he's trying to give you a little more peace about this. He's also trying to tell you that he's okay and that he loves you as well. Okay? Did you get the necklace afterwards? Because he said, tell my mom I know that she got that necklace after I passed away, and I know it's in honor of me. Do you understand it? Perfect. And then that part is after. That's why he would acknowledge that, because he already knew about the cross. So it's him giving the secondary of what's happened since the passing. Perfect. He just keeps saying, I love you. He said, I didn't always say it as much as I should have. Do you understand it? That's why he keeps repeating it. I needed her to know that she was a really great mom. And I probably should have told her how much I loved her more, so that's why I keep saying it. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. He's saying to me he wasn't afraid in the moment. And he's saying to me he feels like it's important that you know that he wasn't afraid in the moment. He's thanking me. I'm thanking him. I'm being told to have him for a few more seconds. I'm going to see if I can get anything else out of him. You feel like he's your angel? Because he said, I know my mom thinks sometimes that I'm the angel. He keeps saying, I'm the angel, I'm the angel, I'm the angel. So you feel like he's your angel too, honey? Yeah. I think that's why he's bringing it up. I'm the angel. What did you do in honor of him? Okay, that's why you kept making me want to do this. Because it's the thought process, but you haven't done it yet. Do you understand it? Are you going to put his name? Because he makes me want to spell out Lance. Do you understand it? Okay, good.